what for us, the three of us can agree was the animation style for it.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome animation. Nobody even bothered arguing me on that one. If you watch it, you can't deny it has great animation.
Especially if Crossy edits in the clips here is in there. For a show that was in the 2000s, that show...
It's better than a lot of the animations for shows today.
Yeah, they're using Flash, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's better animation than Dragon Ball Super's animation. Yeah, I went there!
To be fair, I mean, the bad animation was episode 5.
There was a lot of bad animation moments, you cannot deny that.
Well, has it back me up?
I'm not sure I can. I mean, I think the 2000s, like the 90s and 2000s, were great times for animation, depending on which ones you're looking at.
Thank you. Well, look, Dragon Ball
Like,
Super
I'm not
is
entirely
really
sure I could back you up on that. Super had its moments, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
But let's not go there.
If you look at certain parts of the show, or like even during the Ultra Instinct thing, they animated way more than that than the other characters.
Well, because, I mean, let's just face it, they have to animate the characters that mattered. They don't have to animate the characters that don't matter.
Somehow made Jiren matter with his backstory. Ugh.
Focus, peeps, as we're talking about Megas.
Right.
Right, sorry.
Also, if there's going to be a Dragon Ball Super review, never.
Fucking scumbags!
We're talking about good shows, not that.
Shots fired!
Because you know YouTube, because...
Anywho, moving on.
I guess...
What other parts? What else we like about the show, like the show, like Megas?
Well, even though they had their faults, I guess we could say the characters we liked. We did like the characters in that they had good roles and potentials and everything.
Not gonna lie, and this isn't because of, like hormones or anything. Kiva is definitely my number one favorite of the entire series.
You mean your number one
Followed
waifu?
closely by Coop.
Number one waifu.
Bunny.
Number one
Hold the other leg. Hold the other leg.
Constantly saying it's your waifu.
Yeah, I know. The other favorite, I'm also gonna say, it's a toss up between Coop and Goat. Because at least Goat is honest, if nothing else.
Yeah, I guess for me, I just really like Coop, because he just makes me laugh, and he just kind of fits my style. He's just wacky, wild, funny.
And
you definitely got the wacky and wild part.
And not to mention, he kind of looks like your OC a bit, but...
My OC?
Yeah!
Hey, here's the thing. My OC was not based off of Coop. No.
That's the hilarious part.
Just the hair. I think I noticed.
Yeah.
I think my...
And here's the thing. My OC knows how to lose fucking weight, you goddamn fat ass!
Alright, Crossy, your favorites?
I think my favorite about the show is like the whole trio group dynamic that the three main characters have.
Yeah, I can't fault that.
No, I can't fault that either. Even though they have like different opposites of personalities between the three of them, they're a great trio to have. It's like your normal amount of trio, like like you could think of a good trio like Three Musketeers or some shit like that. Coop, Jamie, and Kiva, they make a good trio.
True. Even with all their, constant back and forth, like bitching at each other.
Yeah, kind of like us.
Pretty much.
They all have their moments, and they're all not perfect, but they all support each other in their own way, if you think about it. They just...
Exactly. The sad thing is, though, even with that, I still have to say, Jamie, in my honest opinion, still contributes next to nothing. But maybe none other than his snark. Like, other than his sarcasm, he doesn't contribute much. Let's be real.
Green skin girls!
Yeah. Point right there. He's probably looking for Namekos like Piccolo.
Ew.
Yay.
Well, no, wait. Wait. For green skin girls, it could be like Koi for Lady Z.
Oh!
Moving
They're
on.
gonna kill me for this. Anyway, I guess another thing we could talk about is the music they chose for most of the situations. Mostly the fighting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly rock and metal, like that's what they use throughout the entire, like all the fight scenes. I looked that up beforehand.
Honestly, I have to admit, for a cartoon that goes for its time, they choose the right type of rock and metal they use for it, especially with its intro.
Mm-hmm. I tried to look up the music, like the exact name of the music they've used for a lot of their fight scenes, but I couldn't find much of it.
It's probably just random music and stuff they've used, but
or they probably just did like had someone like do random guitar riffs and they just threw that in there.
Yeah. Plus, there's a soundtrack.
Possibly.
I looked it up. There's a soundtrack.
Oh,
well, there you go.
Then.
I mean, so I might put that in the.
Oh,
yeah,
side note, peeps. Side note. Apparently, one of the show's creators, George Christic, as I mentioned earlier, he used to be one of the co-creators of MTV's Downtown.
That explains a lot of the MTV or parody of versions of MTV things in the series you would see.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we might as well talk about the references since it's been brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we do, I think we should talk about our favorite episodes or what parts of the series we like. Who do you two want to go? Which one of you two want to go first?
Grossi, go ahead. Like, we already know what your favorite episode is, but let's have the fans find out.
If she wants to, she could throw. Oh, before she explains, if she wants to, she could throw in clips of the episode while we're explaining it.
Yeah. I mean, why did I put that clip on my channel where the planet like where he tries to put out the fire and then the.
If you guys were here for when we were watching this, she was losing her head from that. She was laughing. I could imagine tears from her eyes right now.
And I have the name of that episode in front of me. It's called Coup d'etat.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Cause
Coup d'etat, that was a funny episode. I can agree with Crossy. That was a good episode. And
it was. Just, God damn it, Coop.
I mean,
she just has to be so unlucky in most situations.
Yeah.
Funny enough, there were some very good voice actors that were used for that episode. And most notably, and I might as well, again, this is going to lead to the references part when we discuss it. Optimus Prime's voice, I heard, was used throughout that episode.
Not to mention Starscream's voice actor.
I forget which one, but there were several, obviously, over the generations. But there were uses of Optimus Prime's voice, Starscream.
But we'll get more into that later. Anyway, Hazard, your favorite episode or something you liked?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's literally a toss-up between. Let me be honest. It's a toss-up between the Clockwork Magus episode and the Universal Remote episode.
Okay, so tell us why. Okay, so just for the fans and I, how about you tell us one of your favorite parts from those episodes? Okay.
In the case of...
Start with Clockwork Magus.
In the case of, I guess, Clockwork Magus, I mean, obviously it's a reference to the Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
But, the title alone, but basically it's because of the fact that they're on a planet of robots, and apparently they're being enslaved. And it's like, I don't know, it made me think about that for a second.
It's the fucking ending, though! It's perfect!
The other one is a Universal Remote because apparently Coop built a Universal Remote. And apparently a robotic villain hears about it and he wants to steal it so he can take over the galaxy.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, about that Universal Remote. He only built that remote to control anything he wanted on his TV. The robot didn't catch that part. He just thought he could control the universe.
Yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler there, but Either way, though, it gets pretty ridiculous. I guess this one's a close second, and this one's a close second compared to the other two. And this is just my honest opinion. Space Booty? Did I say that?
God.
Actually, not that episode. Fuck, I'm trying to remember which one was it. mainly because of just how it just made me so done with Jamie's shit by then.
The Sailor Moon.
I have to look up the exact episode.
The Sailor Moon episode.
Here it is. Ultra Chicks. Basically, it's a giant Sailor Moon reference. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
If you're in the chat, be prepared to scream at rage or something.
Or in the comics section.
Comments, yeah. Who knows? It could be a premiere, or this could be a.
I'm not even joking about this one. The reason I find this both really this is a second close favorite is because it's both funny and sad just how far Jamie has gone to try and get some booty.
Gotta get booty! Hey, I guess it's my turn. For me, it was also a toss-up. I can't remember that one episode, but it was when Coop got a video game turns out that video game he got was a fucking alien prison.
I'm trying to remember which one that was. I have to look it up real quick, but I think it was the one called Breakout. I'm looking at the episode list at the moment, but I think it was called Breakout.
It was season 1, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was Breakout. Okay.
Yeah, it was just funny, and the ending made it more funny. What happened to Gurkek? I won't say that one though. But nope. I guess this one.
It's better you see for yourselves. We ain't spoiling shit at this point.
Though I guess this one will be a little spoiler, but not too much. But for me, the other one I liked was Rear View Mirror Mirror Part 2.
Which was basically the final episode of the series that was canceled, basically.
And it's where Coop fought an alternate dimension of himself, where it was an evil version of Coop.
You've been running around making messes for too long, and now I'm going to choke the life from you. I can't wait to watch you die.
Well, it's apparently much more dangerous.
Basically,
because a lot of shit happened. Apparently, let's just say Coop actually achieved his initial objective, but then he went bad.
Basically like a Goku Black mixed with a Majin Vegeta mixed with a Zamasu.
Dangerous combination.
Very.
But yeah, I just like the big epic battle where they fight, and what's best about it, how they played the intro theme song to it, which made it more awesome.
Yes, and before I forget, there are some references to DDR and again, we'll talk about that more in the references section of this video.
I guess now, since I talked about my favorites, let's talk about the references, shall we?
Sure.
Oh boy, where do we begin? Where do we fucking begin?
I got one. I got a beginning.
Well, before you do, I just want to say this, people. Don't be surprised if this might be a 2-parter or 3, because there's a lot to talk about in this series shows. And gonna blow your fucking mind.
Yeah, anyway, basically, where to start? There's a Gundam reference right off the bat. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, being Megas itself, basically, it looks like a Gundam if you think about it and you take a good closer look at it. But if you think about it, a lot of the mechs in the show being giant robots and stuff is good mech and stuff, which is fine and that's simple. There are references that are dead giveaways and not so subtle at all. And I feel like a good one is that one episode after the eating contest. A bunch of Power Rangers mixed with Voltron, mixed with Sentai people.
I looked up the direct reference for that, by the way. That's actually a major reference mostly to the series Gotcha Man.
Well, whichever it is, we consider it what we consider it. And oh boy, that's just they just basically look like Power Rangers or Voltron members if you take a look at them. And as Hazard was explaining about the Sailor Moon thing, go ahead and talk about it, Hazard.
Okay, flat out, there was an episode the same one I mentioned before called what was it called again? The episode that I mentioned, which was in season 2, which at that point I was just completely done with Jamie's shit by then. Was basically, what was it? It was the Ultra Chicks episode, which was this was literally the first episode of season 2. And basically, they're just a ginormous reference to Sailor Moon. I'm not even gonna lie to you, peeps. It really is.
Frosty, if you don't mind, for this, would you be willing to edit in the transformation sequence video for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like they'll definitely need to see this with their own eyes, because
no amount of explanation will basically prepare you.
Yeah, it's better if you just see it, because yeah. What's another good reference? I guess Coupe d'Etat is a good one, because they all look like Transformers, and
it pretty much was Transformers. Let's be real here. It pretty much was Transformers.
Yeah. And lastly, another good set of references was the Thanksgiving Throwdown one. That made me lose my mind.
You broke.
You just completely broke. It.
I was done with Jamie ship by the beginning of season 2, but
I was done at the Thanksgiving Throwdown because there were parade floats, right? Crossy might edit this in or not. It's up to her. But there were parade floats that referenced so much shit that made me done. There was the freaking Mario Brothers parody balloons and Argy the Armadillo or something, which is a Sonic the Hedgehog reference.
AKA the 2016, 2019, or 2020.
What made me pretty much done with Coop's shit was actually the Ice Megas episode. Ugh.
It's basically a reference to Ice Baby, if you want to see that far.
Yeah, and it involves there's just a lot of ice puns. At that point, I was just completely done with Coop's shit.
Mm-hmm.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
God damn it! I hate you.
Anything you want to say, Crossy?
Let me think.
We already know your favorite episode, Crossy.
But is there anything? Well, that. But is there anything you want to talk about the reference-wise or something?
Jeez, I don't know. Like, there were so many. There's so many references to go by.
If anything, it's like if this basically all those references is the best way to describe crossover Fanatics channel here.
Bitch, you take that back.
No.
Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong. Stop slapping me, woman. Why don't you go slap your boyfriend or something?
I don't have one.
What?
Lol. I don't have one.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, his name is Hazard.
Go fuck yourself.
No.
Anyway, yeah, there was so many references, and the thing is, it was not subtle at all.
No. Subtle and Megas never go together. Just leave it at that.
Anyway, I guess we can reach to the big question. One of the two big questions I could ask. But I guess for the final question, the final question is, Crossy and our female viewers can join in on this one. But do chicks dig giant robots?
Yee.
Crossy, what do you have to say? Do you dig giant robots?
Yee.
Good. You heard it here, folks.
I also want one with a scythe.
Oh God! Have to keep you away from Gundam Death Scythe then.
No Gundams for you.
But I want the Gundams.
Crossy plus Gundam equals bad time.
Crossy with any giant robot is a bad time. Just put her in Big Zam, it's a bad time.
I got one worse actually. Give her the fucking burning Gundam. We're fucked.
No, give her Gundam Epion.
No!
Yeah, now
fuck
you know.
You.
Yeah, Gundam Epion's mine. I want that robot. Anyway,
Wing Zero's mine, bitch. Fuck
you. Anyway, Anyway, enough about the Gundams. But yeah, Crossy with Fuka robot. Anyway.
Hey! you bastard.
Someone's getting sassy.
He's always a sassy one when she hangs out with us.
Anything else we can talk about?
I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to fill in before I ask the final question?
Shit, I'm trying to remember. Wait a second. Actually, I have to point this out. Basically how... I do have to point this out. I know it's a cartoon and all, but still. Still, I have to point this out.
Go ahead.
Basically, why is Coop fucks up more shit than he ends up fixing? I swear.
I think it's because most cartoons nowadays, it has to have that weird humor where we have to have a dumb protagonist.
I'm not sure who's the... You know what? I have to state this now. Who's the dumber, like, protagonist when it comes to cartoons? Johnny Bravo or Coop?
Got Coop or Goku?
That's a good one.
Well, here's the thing for you guys. Imagine an eating... Here's a imagination for y'all in the chat, or comments, or whatever. Imagine an eating contest between Coop or Goku. There you go.
No! Never again!
Hey, Hugh. Crossy, is there anything you want to say?
I felt sick just watching that eating contest.
Crossy, if you want to edit in that eating contest, be our guest, but it's up to you.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
and if he does edit it in, we apologize in advance.
Yes, we apologize for ruining your favorite snack. Just go down to...
I'm not giving a joke. I felt very few things will ever make me queasy, but oh my god, seeing Coop eat in an eating contest, and then when he won, he says, "I'm still hungry." I'm like, ugh. No.
Big man.
Just no.
Just go down to your nearest Olive Garden and get your breadsticks. Go to your nearest
eat the fucking Olive Garden breadsticks.
Oh no!
Actually, I can name that my worst moment when it came to megas.
Yeah. You guys want to name some worst moments in megas?
Right there. What would be your worst moment?
Do we all agree it's the food eating, or is there other worst moments we had?
Food eating contest.
I think the three of us can agree it's a food eating contest.
Food eating contest.
I don't care how much dumb shit Coop does. That eating contest is still the grossest thing I ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Makes me hungry for... Now I'm hungry for hot dogs.
Bitch,
God damn it.
no! Bitch!
Actually, no. The moment that comes close when Coop basically had deep fried Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh my.
And he had to get the oil replaced in megas.
In Space Booty. In Space Booty. Like, you know how the fuel says, okay, you can stop. Please stop!
He basically literally uses the Philly cheesesteaks like a sponge. Leave it at that.
It's funny, and it's still funny how even the pirates say no man can eat like that. He's a big man.
But yeah, we're not gonna get too far into that. Anyhow, peeps, honestly, check it out. See for yourself what you think.
Yay!
So for the final question for us, for those who have seen it and who hasn't seen it, and I guess for us three mostly who we watched it for you guys, does this show still hold up today? Azza, what do you say?
I think honestly I think like a lot of shows around that time, it deserves like at least one more season to, give it some closure, because we were essentially left in a cliffhanger. That's all I'm gonna say, if you will. In a way, we were left in a cliffhanger.
And Crossy, what do you say? Do you think this show still holds up today for you?
I mean,
with the humor and everything.
I mean, when I first saw it with you guys, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, like it does hold up to this day, and like, sure, there might not be some fans that are fighting to like revive the show or anything like how I was with Cartoon Network back in the times when I didn't know you guys then, and oh boy. Don't watch my cringy shit. It's bad.
Just like I cannot state on my artwork back then. Ew.
Is it WAPA?
Not anymore.
Like I said, it could be worse though, to be fair. Like, what sucks again, Cartoon Network essentially cut down the show before its time, because, well-known fact, peeps, Cartoon Network has intentionally shifted the show to 3:30 a.m. on Friday nights, when pretty much nobody was guaranteed to be awake.
3:30 on Friday nights? Don't you mean the afternoon dead slot time thingy?
The graveyard slot.
Anyway, and as for me, does this show still hold? Absolutely. Having seen the show for a very long time, it still made me laugh. It still made me question things. I still love it. I wish
It made me
could come
question my
back.
sanity, what's left of it.
And not to mention,
Wait, you had something to begin with?
More sanity than the manhole when he's getting tortured by Chi Chi Black.
Oh, I
oh,
love her. Oh, I let her torture me any day.
and not
Yeah.
oh, fucking goddamn it. Anyways, I mean, not to mention, we did finish the show. Like, we did finish it in one sitting. Sure, we sort of slept.
Well, to be fair, it's hard to finish a good series in one day. No, we could have done this
Exactly.
sooner if we had enough energy, but we're only human people. That's why it took us longer to get a first episode out. And
It
was
took
only
us like
two
a
seasons.
good 3 sit-ins to get watch everything through. It's 26 episodes, each of them 26 minutes long.
It was only 2 seasons, so it's not that bad. It's not that difficult to get through.
Well, unlike Johnny
Anyway.
Bravo, that shit is fucking 4 seasons.
I don't know if we could do 4 seasons, but maybe. Just depending on how the shows go. And speaking
I know.
of Johnny Bravo,
And one of the shows we did mention we were thinking about reviewing was SWAT Cats. That's roughly 25 episodes.
Yep.
but we'll think about it. But speaking of talking about shows, if there's any show you guys think we should talk about or want us to review, please let us know in the comments below, and we'll check it out and go through the list of it. We already
Yeah,
have
we're
another show-
basically writing a list, but anything else can help. We're mostly focused on cartoons, but we can branch out if we need to.
We could talk about like live action shows that was old to us, like Drake and Josh, for example, or something like that, or possibly old cool animes that good to us or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
Well, right-
I mean, I know there's a couple of YouTube videos that have done this already, like reviews about, say, Outlaw Star, but there's not enough of them to go around. Like, they're not really, like, spreading the information around.
I mean, no offense to you reviewers out there if you watch this. No offense to you guys. You guys are awesome. We love your content, but we're just saying.
We love the fact that you're actually bringing these, like, making people aware of these shows, but, I
They're doing
mean,
a shit job at it.
it's just, huh?
I just said they're doing a shit job at it.
Not really. It's more like basically, you know, they're eventually just lost in the flood.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the other issue. I mean, sometimes they're overlooked.
Yeah, but that's why I haven't had to look more research about this. But anyway, I guess that's all we talk about. So should we tell them what's the next show we're gonna review, or should we leave that for the next episode?
We can leave for something up for debate. Like, we've been debating a toss-up between, like I said, SWAT Cats, Johnny Bravo,
Lunatics
maybe Johnny Quest.
Lunatics Unleashed?
We haven't thought about it fully yet.
But anyway, so we do have one show particularly in mind, but we're gonna let Crossy upload for sort of like how for the next time on Retro Warriors, and then Crossy just takes that voice clip and then just edits in what's next time on Retro Warriors or what we review. But yeah, I feel like the show still holds, and maybe someday, if there was a way, if the show did come back for us, and if it does get synced, and not get rebooted like the bad cartoons.
Ew,
probably
reboot
won't.
is essentially a stigma now. Thanks a lot, Devil May Cry.
Hey,
I'm talking about the DMC reboot, obviously.
okay. But yeah, we appreciate. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of Retro Warriors. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us more if you want to see more, because we'll happily do this more often, because we're having fun doing this.
Links will also be in the description, and if I finish the video in time, like, it'll also be on Bardak's channel for the fans of Bardak and the Elite Fighters out there, or fans of, like, you know, all that good shit.
And like I said, it'll probably take some time for it to upload, but that's fine. And we said this many times, it could be in a 2-parter episode, so don't be surprised if this splits up in parts, or if it gets all in one setting, depending on the editing. So,
Pretty much.
whichever works. But hey, whatever works, so don't be too sad if it takes a while, because we have to do serious work if we're going to do this stuff for you guys.
Yeah, we're the ones putting in the time for the research and everything. Not to mention looking at the VAs for each of these series.
Yeah.
That's why we looked up some information about the Coop VA, the Kiva VA, but we're not going to bother looking up the information on Jamie's VA. Oh no.
Oh, there's a
No.
lot.
No,
There's too
like
much to look for.
the name speaks for itself.
Steven motherfucking Bloom? Yeah, you don't need information on it.
Just literally just type in his name, or I don't know.
Yep.
Huh.
Anyway, I guess this will be the end of the episode. This has been, so we'll just say this is who we are. And
As
I'm
a
Justin,
chaos.
Gracias, Fnatic.
and I'm Justin of Bardock Elite Fighters, and you've watched a good episode of Retro Wars. We'll see you next time.
Take
Retro
care,
Warriors is signing
everyone.
out.
Peace, peeps.
Laters.
Coop, there's a space. Nice job, man.